Hi, I'm Claire, and still in the absence of Ben on my New Zealand trip, I am Personal Jinx, a solo derivative of Hijinks, and I am here this evening at Wild Diamond Distillery in Wanaka, New Zealand, with my namesake Claire, which is really exciting. So I'm with Claire the distiller. So I was in Queenstown yesterday. I've driven through to Cadrona Distillery today. I have been surrounded by beautiful mountains, snow, swear word inducing views, all that sort of thing. It's been absolutely magical. And so I'm at this fantastic one-woman show of a distillery, which I'm going to let Claire give you a little rundown of what's going on here.
Cool. Thanks very much. So this is Wild Diamond, and this is the Wild Diamond Rare Dry Gin. Give you a bit of a look here. Wild Diamond's name comes from the mountains surrounding in the area. Mm-hmm. We see the sparkle shimmering across the lake when the sun shines on it. You go up the snowfields and the sun shining through the snow, you get that crystal.
Absolutely, it's like
sparkle.
icing sugar.
Yeah, that's the Wild Diamond.
Yeah.
Plus all the people here, of course. You know, you go down the diamond runs on your mountain bike or the diamond runs on the ski field. So yeah, lots of wild diamonds around here. And
it describes the quality of the people around here as well, because everybody is so wonderful and friendly. Cool. So.
Yeah, my background's as a herbalist, and that's how I ended up distilling gin, because gin is just incredibly rich with botanicals, as you would know.
Yeah.
So this gin is all about the botanicals. Wild Diamond is all about the botanicals.
And again, there's a bunch of, well, sorry, I shouldn't talk about them, but there's a bunch of wonderful local things. And as I've said in previous videos, you know, I was really looking for some native New Zealand botanicals in gins and some interesting products that are going to give me a little. I will no longer call it a biome, it is a microcosm. So I've been looking for microcosms of New Zealand environments in gin, and here we have one that is fabulous. So, anyway, sorry, I interrupted. The botanicals that are in the gin.
Yeah, well, there's 23 botanicals in it. But you're interested in the New Zealand botanicals, so I'll share some of those with you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily New Zealand natives, so Wanaka Lavender Farm lavender we have here in the spirit as well.
We love lavender.
Nettle, you'll know that from the UK. A lot of the species
I've been stung by them.
Yeah. But we do have Manuka in flower in the gin and Ko-Fi as well, which are natives.
Absolutely lovely. And all sorts of wonderful things that just... which was the one that gave the really distinctive... the root that gave the really distinctive flavour.
Yes, so there's one botanical in Wild Diamond which is quite unique. I haven't found it in any other gins in the world, which is astragalus. So astragalus is included in the recipe because the smell and flavour of it is the smell of walking up through the beech forests here after the rain. It's that really earthy, rich, deep, almost mossy kind of flavor.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally like if you go for a bushwalk in the rain, you know, it's absolutely wonderful because it is something that's so different. So, how about I'm cheating because I have already tasted this, but I will keep my response to it genuine. So everybody knows how much I like to wax lyrical about my gins. So I will try a little bit of the Rare Dry, which is one of a wonderful range of products which are all absolutely amazing, and I'm here trying to sort of, you know, putting off the decision of what I'm going home with, basically. So on the nose it smells extraordinarily fresh, basically. It's I described this when I tried it before as it's in a bottle with a gorgeous white label. It tastes white to me. It tastes sparkly. It tastes like the atmosphere just above snow. And we've just been driving through these snowy mountains and looking at, you know, this environment and the really, really clear mountain air. And that's what even just on the nose, that's what you get. And again, on the palate, it is such a smooth product. It's made with, I mean, the water is basically, you were telling me about it before, it's basically snow melt, isn't it? Yeah. The South Island water is absolutely magical. So it's sweeter and more pure than anything that I've had anywhere else. So this gin itself, it's so smooth, it's so clean. And then you've got this lovely layer of So you've got some roots in here, so you've got a depth to the product, but I think it's all about those sparkly upper layers as well, which it's got the floral element, but there's nothing sort of overtly sweet about it. It's just a really beautiful, clean outdoor product. Absolutely delicious. So I won't taste all of them again and bore you all, but I have tried tonight a vanilla gin, which is absolutely stunning. To me, it's got sort of the flavour profile of a barrel-aged gin, but without the woodiness, but it's got that beautiful, without being sweet at all, actually. It's got the implied sweetness of the vanilla. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a mulled gin, which is based on the flavour profile of a mulled wine. So that's got the citrus and the spices, those lovely sort of baking spices that you get. So that makes me feel like I'm outside at Christmas time back in London, you know, walking around borough markets with my gin. There's the feijoa gin, feijoa is a fruit that... Feijoa's originally, is it from South America? Because we get it here, but it's not really... Do you know where is it from originally? I should know this. This is terrible. Anyway, it's a fruit that I associate with when you grow up in New Zealand. Like your nana and your next door neighbour, everybody has a feijoa tree, and you eat them off the ground. You cut them in half. You scoop out the flesh. They're so distinctive, and I don't think I've come across them anywhere else in the world. So that's a really, really special product. So that's a lovely gin as well. Again, it's the dry gin, but it's got the hint of the sweetness and the fruitiness of the feijoa, which is really, to anyone who's not from New Zealand, super exotic, and to anyone who's from New Zealand, super nostalgic and sentimental. And then, so what have I missed? Then the infused gin. Just quickly fill us in on the infused gin and how that's different. Because I didn't know what an infused gin was when I arrived tonight.
Yeah, okay. I do an infused gin, which is essentially the style of production is a compound gin, which has gin botanicals macerated into a clean spirit like a vodka. So this one's done at 51.7%, so the alcohol is quite high, but because the botanicals are really raw, extracted in them, then you get a lot of flavour hit, even though the alcohol is quite high in that one.
So with the infused gin, I got this gorgeous spice hit and really, really intense flavour. And without going on too long, there was also the vodka, a cucumber and ginseng vodka, which was gorgeous, fresh. Again, I think I described it as it tasted healthy. It was absolutely beautiful. But the really exciting one, can I take a black gin up to the camera? Because I feel like this is going to be appropriate for New Zealand with the approaching giant sporting event. We have a black gin, which is made with cacao. So basically it's the dry gin, so it's dry, but it's got the depth and the sort of delicious, luxurious bitterness of cacao. Claire suggested it would be beautiful in an espresso martini. It would be beautiful in a hot chocolate. It would be beautiful just heated. You could chuck a burnt orange peel in there. You know, there are no limits to what you could do with this product. So I have to bring that to the camera again just because it's so amazing. And I am just overloaded with enthusiasm right now. So, I have had an amazing evening trying all of these wonderful products at Wild Diamond. And if any of you are lucky enough to be my friends, you might get to try some of them back in London shortly. So thank you very much, Claire, for having me.
It's my pleasure. Thanks very much, Claire.
And cheers, everybody.